All right, so I'm in Mexico City, and I kind of wish I had something better as a backdrop because it's just a white wall. It makes me feel like I'm in like detention home or something. Like when the kid gets in trouble, they go to the detention center. So I'm locked out here in Mexico City, but of course, I could never be too far from you. So I'm trying to get in on this guy, Ilia Topuria. Hey, Ilia Topuria has been something else. Ever since the moment he announced that he was going up to 155, clearly, because he's such a big star, people will start to talk about him. But ultimately, it was a lot of people talking before, and he didn't have much to say. But lately, Ilia Topuria has had a lot to say. Ilia Topuria is phenomenal. Let's call it what it is. He's a great fighter. He's undefeated. He's a world champion. He knocks people out. He really has become a true star in the UFC and for the UFC. So there's a lot of excitement that surrounds the things that Ilia Topuria does. It was, is he going to fight for the belt right away? Will Islam fight him? They said Islam said no. Will be Charles Oliveira. Charles Oliveira said no. But just the thing or the point to me to make in this is that all the conversations include Ilia Topuria in a new weight class, right? We aren't talking about a guy that's been at 155 the whole time. Hell, I don't know that he's ever fought at 155. Maybe early in his career when he was just bringing the weight down. But in the UFC, he's always been at 45. But the important thing is all the conversations surround Ilia Topuria right now. Ilia said that he wants a title fight, point blank. He said that he's focusing all of his training, and I'll read the quote, all of my training is focused on Islam or Charles because I don't see any other opponents. Neither of them seem to dare to fight me. These are symptoms of fear. We all know that, but it's normal. I'd be scared too. Now, honestly, this is kind of like something that this is a quote that the foreigners say that sound much cooler because if I was to say that, I'd be like, well, I'm only wanting to fight the champions, but they are scared of me, so that's why. And it wouldn't sound as cool as like a Spanish Georgian guy, Ilia Topuria. Essentially, he's just saying that these guys are scared, but these are symptoms of fear. Like, I mean, come on, man. Come on. Ilia Topuria is a cool guy, but I kind of disagree. Well, I know for sure Islam Makhachev is not afraid of him. I'll tell you this as a person that's a friend of Islam, a person that's known Islam for years and years and years. He's not afraid of him. So while Ilia Topuria may strike some fear in most or some, Islam's not afraid of him. And honestly, I'll be honest with you. Like, neither is Justin Gaethje, neither is Charles Oliveira, neither is Dustin Poirier or Michael Chandler. Those guys aren't afraid of each other. They're fighters. And when you're a fighter, fear is kind of the last thing that crosses your mind in regards to another fighter, especially if all you have to do is fight them. Now, do you get a little bit concerned at times that somebody might shoot you? Of course. It's not a street fight. You go into an octagon with rules that you're going to fight. So fear is the last thing that these guys think when thinking of an opponent. So they're not afraid of Ilia. I think some of the issues are for Islam and for Charles is like Islam wants to fight someone that's not had been at 145. Charles wants a title fight. There's so many people that seem to have a clear idea of what their direction is that's why I think they don't want to fight Ilia. But ultimately, to fight Ilia is to be in the biggest fight that the weight class can give you right now. Because watching this, watching how all this has worked out from the outside, I see now, or I can respect the type of cachet that he has. He's not just another fighter. Ilia Topuria carries some weight with him. And I believe that of all those guys, because we've seen it before, we've seen Saruki and Islam. We've seen Charles Islam. We've seen Charles Dustin, Charles, everybody. We haven't seen Ilia versus those guys. And I believe because of what he is and who he is, those fights have the ability to sell. Because when Alex Pereira lost, everybody was saying the biggest winner was Tom Aspinall because it took the Alex Pereira John Jones fight off the table, almost forcing John Jones into fighting Tom Aspinall. Guys, I got to disagree a little bit. I think the biggest beneficiary of that was Ilia Topuria because I feel, especially watching the way people are responding and reacting to him, he has that ability to ascend to one of the biggest stars in the UFC. That's true. Very few people can bring a fight to a country and sell it out. Ilia is one of those guys. If they were to go to Spain, they could sell out the Bernabeu, which is crazy. That's a huge stadium where Real Madrid plays. I feel confident that if he was to fight there, he could sell that out. I'll get into why he won't in a little bit, but I think he's that type of star. And I think the reaction and reception that he's gotten since moving up has pointed to that. And honestly, I believe it's rooted in respect because so many athletes, myself included, when you go up, you keep the belt. You want that security. You want that blanket of comfort to say, if it goes sideways, I still got my other belt. He said, no, I'm not doing that. I'm just going up. I'm going to go and fight at 155. I'm staying there. Let these other guys get a chance to become champion. Will that work out in the long run? I don't know. But he carries this aura of invincibility about him right now, and that is what is allowing him to make these types of decisions. So, yeah, it's big news. It's a big deal. And this kid seems to be doing the right things. Sadly, we don't have any idea what he's doing next. We have no idea what he's doing next. Charles said he wants a title shot. I think Arman Tsarukyan needs a fight. I think that would be great. I think that'd be an amazing fight. I just don't know that those guys are going to be fighting each other because Arman was the guy that was getting a title fight. And now he has to fight again. So there's like a lot of stuff that we talked about a couple weeks ago, but all of them seem to involve El Matador, which is not his nickname anymore. I can't even say what his new nickname is, but they all seem to involve Ilia Topuria. Guys, I was talking about him saying, or his ability to sell out the Bernabeu. Ilia said he's unwilling to do that. He said that, and this is the quote, it's because of the agreement with the UFC and ESPN, the scheduling issue, because if they bring a numbered event to Spain, it would have to be at 4 or 5 a.m. to be primetime in the United States. So I don't see it as a very feasible to have everyone on their feet at 4 or 5 a.m. He said during a press conference. He said, even as an athlete, I don't see myself competing at that time. I did it once in Abu Dhabi. We had to fight at such a crazy time, and I don't want to do it again. That is the exact issue that Leon Edwards said he had when he was fighting Bilal Muhammad for his belt, fighting at that time. So even that, guys, hearing Ilia say that, I don't want to have these guys all fighting at 4 o'clock in the morning. So even though I have this dream of fighting in Spain, I would almost go away from that because I don't want to put myself through it and I don't want to put the other fighters through it. That right there gets you the support of the locker room. And you really do want the support of the locker room in this thing. You want to be respected and admired by your peers more than anyone. As much as we love the adulation from the fans, there's nothing more than to have the respect of your friends, your family, your peers, the people in the locker room. We always talk about the man in the arena. We always talk about the man in the arena. The man in the arena loves the respect of the other man that has to stand in that arena. To be judged by someone that never went through what you did is very difficult. It's hard to truly take seriously. So to get that respect of your peers is very important. That's why having respect amongst the fighters was so important to me and to so many others. Ilia Topuria seems to be making the moves as a headliner that will protect his respect that he has with his peers. But Islam's not afraid of him. And neither is any of these other guys. What ultimately will happen, though, is dollars make sense. I feel that the dollars are with Topuria. Luis, tell me how many Instagram followers Topuria has right now. Because very few fighters have so many. Makhachev has 10 million now. He's a star. Topuria has, Luis is going to throw it in the chat here in a second, and I'll tell you, Topuria has 7 million Instagram followers. When have we ever had a fight between two MMA fighters who have a combined 17 million followers on Instagram? We don't. Dollars make sense. And ultimately, when it makes sense to both parties, I believe it'll happen. And if Topuria has to go through someone before, it's only going to help his what he's going to be to this division. Pereira has 6.8. And we know how big a star Pereira is. Imagine if Topuria could continue to win at the rate that he had. 7 million Instagram followers. And 10 from Makhachev. Probably 10 and a half at this point because he got 10 a couple weeks ago. It's truly amazing what these athletes are becoming to the world. And we have a new one that's capturing their imaginations right now in Ilia Topuria. He's the belle of the ball, man. Everybody wants to go with the pretty girl to the prom. Let's see who gets her hand. Let's see who gets to give the corsage and get to fight with Ilia Topuria in his first fight at lightweight. It's interesting. It's intriguing, and I'm so happy that I'm going to be next to the octagon when it happens because I have the best job in the world, and I'm one of the luckiest people because I get to call these fights. So, guys, thanks again for watching this. Until next time, like, subscribe, and tell your friends I have a YouTube channel, and I'm dropping videos like this constantly. Hey, yo, I'm about to hit you with a lot coming up because the channel's growing, and a lot of people have gained interest in being a part of Team DCTV. So we're going to start rocking and rolling and rocking and rolling. And we'll keep upping the production and keep making it bigger and better. And I will see all of you. Hey, I'll see all of you in Miami. And then I'll see all of you at WrestleMania. More news coming on that very soon. Till next time, guys, enjoy the fights this weekend. Peace.